वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं। तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे। बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं।
सफलता पहले स्व को सफलता, साथ में औरों को सफलता की अनुभूति, साथ साथ स्व को हो और औरों को नहीं हो तो भी यथार्थ सेवा नहीं, और औरों को हो स्व को नहीं हो तो भी यथार्थ सेवा नहीं। सेवा में सेवा और योगी दोनों ही साथ साथ क्यों नहीं रहता, उसका कारण क्या? एक को देखते हो तो दूसरा ढीला होता, दूसरे को देखते हो तो पहला ढीला होता, क्यों? कारण क्या? क्या कारण होता है? कारण है कि सेवा के प्लान तो बहुत बनाते अच्छे अच्छे, लेकिन प्लेन बुद्धिमान प्लान नहीं बनाते। प्लेन बुद्धि अर्थात और कोई भी बात सेवा करते बुद्धि को टच नहीं करे, सिवाय निमित्त भाव और निर्माण भाव। तो निर्माण करते निर्माण स्थिति की कमी हो जाती है, तब निर्माण का कार्य जितना सफल करने चाहते हो उतना सफल नहीं। शुभ भावना व शुभकामना इसका बीज ही है निमित्त भाव और निर्माण भाव। निर्माण नहीं, निर्माण, मान नहीं, हद का मान नहीं, निर्माण। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
Om Shanti. Maryada Purshottam. Free from hard work. The codes of conduct of the confluence age make you the highest beings, and this is why you are called Maryada Purshottam. The easiest method to save yourself from the tamoguni human souls, the vibrations, and the atmosphere of the tamoguni elements are the godly codes of conduct. Therefore, do not step out of the line of the codes of conduct, even through your thoughts, words, or actions.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's day 16. Maryada Purshottam. Free from hard work. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi. Today's Maryada 9. Giving happiness to others. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Avyakti Parivar. Om Shanti. Is everyone happy? Baba is saying what you have that you can give. If I am successful, I can help others to be successful. It's not I help others to be successful and I am not, right? Some of you had been asking, what is plain intellect? So today Baba is explaining that there are two important qualities, three. One is just always have feeling I am an instrument, nimit, and there should be humility. Then you are able to construct or do or establish nimit, nirman, and nirman. So that means if very subtly there is feeling of I. Last time it was very good because I gave ideas. They were my plans. Because I proposed this, very subtly, when I comes in, it's not a plain intellect. Yeah, so we just check that. And also, secondly, then subtle ego comes, right? When I comes, then ego comes. Then Baba says, you will not be able to be successful or constructive or creative, whatever we call it, in your service plans, right? So be successful and help others to be successful. Baba likes his children to be very, very natural and consistent in efforts. Like we saw Brahma Baba, then we saw Dadis. It's like when you don't have to make efforts for breathing, that means you have normal health, right? But sometimes you are out of breath and you really have to struggle to breathe. So that's what Baba means by that if you are following Maryadas, you don't have to work hard. It's like you are, as Baba said, sitting with the souls. Baba said, Tamo Pradhan is still very lost into body consciousness. Vibrations and atmosphere, very tamoguni. But also, if you have your maryadas in your awareness. First is I won't allow my thoughts to cross the boundary. Ego could come, subtle anger can come, attachment, greed. Same is with the words. If I have Maryada, my words are of Maryada. Whatever anyone is speaking, I think that you will be protected. You're not going to break the Maryadas. I remember once we were sitting in Peace Park, Dadi Prakashpani and some other seniors were there. So someone was saying some things towards other. Dadi was listening, but I noticed that she was like neutral there. Both things. One is she was not influenced, but secondly, she also didn't acknowledge what is was spoken or not kind of participated. So sometimes it happens someone is speaking about something, a situation, and we say few words. Yes, I also felt that. But Dadi won't say that. And that scene is still in front of me. That means you are so detached, observer, and your Maryada of words that you not nor you are listening, nor you are speaking, nor you are not participating in anything. Because even listening is action, right? And of course, speaking is action. So plain intellect and then planning. And our life becomes whatever we're doing, Baba said, if it's the balance between yoga and service. I think that's the biggest or needs a lot of attention. Because when we are in action, our intellect is really in action. But there are certain actions, they are routine, right? They don't need a lot of concentration. You can be in remembrance of Baba. Even some very simple actions, but our intellect is really in the task. And then after sometimes naturally, not it bothers you, but you get tired and all other thoughts connected with action and the thoughts and the task keep coming in the mind. So I think if we pay attention tomorrow and keep aim to follow all maryadas under all circumstances, and also to have a balance between yoga and service. Now it's a very, very important subject, but could be a big one. How to give happiness, right? Mhm. If you remain happy, if you remain light, cheerful, there is happiness. But deeply within, helping soul, whether to recover self respect, whatever other soul has lost, help that soul to reclaim it. Could be connection with Baba, and helping soul also to let go of whatever happened. Happiness also is when other feels light is by speaking, right? I find that if you allow the soul to speak whatever they have in their heart and their feelings, they become light. But you have to be careful that you don't take on. You just listen. Because so much thoughts they have. So happiness could be even in external way, to help to provide each other in whatever are the needs, right? So that internal care, because if we are 5, 6 of us and everyone help each other, care for each other, cooperate with each other, it will have the atmosphere of happiness, right? Everyone will be light and everything gets done. You all must have experienced in your families at home also that when there is cooperation, when there is love, there is care, sharing, and everyone is happy. Now, there are some souls, because of their own karmic accounts, they might not be happy. But you just keep cheerful, keep smiling to them. I'm sure that one day they will feel that their burden has been removed and they feel very, very light and happy. So Baba also had been saying in the Murli Lot, don't give sorrow, don't take sorrow. And even happiness, because let's say somebody said something, you don't have to feel hurt and take sorrow from that. One thing is, it could be sanskar of that soul, it could be settlement of karmic accounts. But still understand that soul is trying to actually give something, but she doesn't know, he doesn't know in what way. So it's very subtle. But of course, as Baba said, if you have happiness, you can give happiness. But if you have any sorrow, then you will vent it, in some way or other, somewhere. Because any kind of pain and hurt is there, then you vent it through words or non-participating, non-cooperative. But we have to pay attention because we also have to create very loveful relationship of golden age. There are relationship of iron age, then very beautiful spiritual loving relationships at confluence age, and of course very beautiful relationship in golden age. And I would say eternally. And relationships bring lot of happiness, lot of joy. So why not we all just share happiness with everyone? Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone in Avyakti Parivar. It's nice to see everybody. Om Shanti, Didi.
Om Shanti Jodi Bhai. Om
Love,
Shanti.
lovely to see you. I see you every night, but you don't see me. So this is nice for me. I see you on YouTube after 8:30 when we're finished our program. So this is very nice to see you live, well, like this. I feel a bit like Shireen every time you say something and Shireen says, oh, I loved how you said this and I loved how you said this. I was taking so many notes because I was going to ask you, how do we give happiness? And you immediately went straight to the help a soul reclaim whatever's lost. stay light and stay cheerful with them. I mean, that's so simple, isn't it? Just stay light. Don't get sucked into the sorrow that is around us. And souls bring sorrow because they're settling karmic accounts, but I don't have to respond to it. I was wondering about which is heavier, the sorrow we cause others or the sorrow we've actually caused ourselves by taking sorrow. Like karmically, we've all got a burden of sorrow that because we have taken a lot of sorrow, but we've also given. And your example today of even carelessly listening to other people speak, I'm causing sorrow in that moment because it's an action. So I was wondering, does it matter which is heavier? But I know we have such a tendency to take the sorrow. Which is heavier, the giving of sorrow we've done or the taking of sorrow?
Yeah. So this is something new which we are learning, not to take sorrow, because it had been very common, for every little thing we take sorrow. I was not respected, nobody asked me, I was not acknowledged, nobody appreciates me, I don't feel the love. So there could be hundreds of reasons where we, take sorrow. And I think basically it is lack of self-respect also, because we live on what others think about us, what people say about us, and what people do to us. So not having awareness of my own identity. So I just take whatever is around me. And then, as it was said, that the atmosphere, vibrations, everything is so tamoguni. And it's the world of sorrow, no? So when it's world of sorrow, I keep taking sorrow. It's only when we come to knowledge and come to Baba that we know that I shouldn't, it's not necessary I take sorrow. Even if say something of sorrow, but I immediately can change it and say, okay, it's over and I'm not taking it. No, like one example Baba gave, if somebody gives you something and you find it's not useful or you don't need it, you just say thank you, don't take it, right? So it could happen, and it does happen, whether it is comments or criticism or somebody is talking about it. Even if you don't hear, the vibrations can be heavy. But keep yourself with self-respect and protect yourself with maryadas. And don't respond. Don't take it, but also not respond,
The blessing today was about don't compare. And I've heard you say before how that's one of the ways we take sorrow is comparing. And there's understanding that each of our parts is unique. But of course, it takes power to be able to embody that. Any advice? I know you've given it before, but to not take sorrow from this really simple and old habit of comparing.
Mhm. Everyone is the unique piece, and everyone should feel yourself as very special. But if you compare, then somewhere you don't know yourself, you don't know your specialties. Or I always feel that try to play a role which is complementary more than comparison, because it always will happen that, which is drama is very beneficial, that let's say if I'm a gentle person, I'm very soft, and there will be other person who is stronger and forceful, but that should work actually, because both qualities are needed, right? But if I keep complaining about other one, that doesn't work. So I always see the combination of all the actors in drama is very appropriate, because I remember when I came to New York, the company I had was of a strong person, and that kept me protected in many situations. So I think that I start realizing that whosoever is with you is needed, And so I never have problem. We have stayed together 35 years, 40 years with all different sanskars, but we never, got like, okay, I don't want to be here, I don't want to know. But gradually we found that it's very, very powerful relationship. So what I would say that identify your own role, your specialty, Baba's love for you, everyone's love for you, then you will never compare, right? Why I want to be like someone, I don't know. I have to be what I am. Because then you feel very natural, no? And appreciate everyone.
Mhm. A question about happiness. I remember Brij Mahan quite recently said that he was going to stop making jokes. And I felt a bit sad about that because I really like hearing his jokes. They made me very happy. But that he was thinking about more subtle ways of bringing happiness, and that maybe this was a gross or coarse way. Can you speak to that? Because there are many, we are very gifted in this family with many entertaining, charismatic, souls. And then the quiet ones wonder sometimes how to give happiness when they're not so entertaining. And then we see Brij Mahan as our example saying, no, I'm going to stop doing this now. What were your thoughts when he said that?
Yeah, I think that he didn't wanted others. He's senior person. So if he does that, there are many others. And sometimes they are little bit light jokes. When I say light, means not really very spiritual. But he still brings happiness in a way. He's very cheerful, very warming welcomes when you meet him, and his whole personality is of happiness. So it is a good example in a way that you don't externally need to make jokes to bring happiness to yourself and others. But there is another way to be cheerful, and which he is example at this time. He makes everything very light instead of making it very serious. And even whenever it's serious, he makes it light. So I think making it every situation not very serious. And yourself also remain light and have faith in drama, Baba, so that inner lightness will also bring external lightness and cheerfulness. So, which he's doing at present.
That's a beautiful example, isn't it? Thank you.
Also, this honesty from the heart brings a lot of lightness too.
Yeah, which is you connecting the plain intellect so much today to the giving of happiness, because it means my intellect's light, it's free of complications. Yeah.
Actually, understanding we have, but how to do it practically. And that is why when we take homework for a day and we pay attention, then there are a lot of realizations. Like this morning when I woke up, okay, Baba is Karan Karavanhar. Baba makes us instrument. He takes care of us. He loves us. But I have to become worthy. I have to increase my power. I have to increase my peace. That means I also have to do something, right? It's not I just depend on Baba for everything. And actually, as much you do it, you could experience Baba. You can have capacity to experience more if I increase my worthiness in different ways. So, realization come, and then that's what I was also mentioning, that keeping chart is not for night time. You can start at Amrit Vela. And if you have any insights, if you have any realizations, and just write them, whole day you can do it. So I think as much we are engaged our intellect into good efforts, not hard work, but good efforts, we can remain light, happy, and then we bring that kind of lightness, happiness in others also, right?
Mhm. Mhm. Definitely. The somebody here asked a question today, and I will bring it to you. They asked if our intention is not to give sorrow, and yet someone takes sorrow, what are the karmic consequences of that? What's really going on there? Because, you know, in interaction with each other, there are bumps and irritants and things that happen. But when a soul is not intending to give sorrow, but somehow by what they say or do, it does seem to hurt someone. What's the karmic consequences? What's going on in that situation?
I think that first you forgive yourself and also don't take it, whatever is given to you. For me, let's say someone has less patience and because of that does something. At that time, what is needed that I should have more patience, right? So that my patience can become the strength for the other soul, but also to resolve if there is a situation. So whether using power and using virtue, I think that's the best thing to do instead of taking sorrow. And instead of saying, oh, this one doesn't have. So what you do, then you donate it. You help each other. You cooperate with your power so that at least Baba's task can continue. And other soul also feels strong, if I can donate whatever. Donate in the sense of I be in that virtue and power at that time. But if someone is not tolerating, then I become same. No, that's not really giving happiness or cooperation. So just have little extra tolerance when other one doesn't have. Right? So
And
that's
don't think about it,
charity.
karma. Yeah, don't think about the
That's what,
karma.
yeah. I said that's the biggest charity one can do.
Overlook it and just offer something. Yeah, very good. That's very helpful. One last question. Today in the Murli, Baba said, if you've caused sorrow to someone, note it down. What happens in the soul when we do that? So whether we're doing it on paper or whether we're just, as you're saying, throughout the day with our chart in our minds, even when we note it down, what happens?
It could depend. Sometimes it's like mostly what we say is right, but maybe it is not right time or it is in the right way. And so just underline if you want to write or underline that next time I will do better. And whatever I have to say, I will say. Of course, we say it with love, but maybe, it was not appropriate time. We could have said all that after so I think that I will suggest it's up to you. You want to write down, write, or if you underline in your mind, that could help also.
Thank you.
Mm.
What is it I could do differently is really what we're noting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
Om
Very.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
I think I read this aloud because I know Shireen used to. So shall I go ahead? Maryada Purshottam, free from hard work. So this is for tomorrow. The codes of conduct of the confluence age make you the highest beings, and this is why you are called Maryada Purshottam. The easiest method to save yourself from the tamoguni human souls, the vibrations and atmosphere of the tamoguni elements, are the godly codes of conduct. Therefore, do not step out of the lines of the codes of conduct, even through your thoughts, words, or actions. Om Shanti.
Maryada Purshottam, free from hard work.
The codes of conduct of the confluence age make you the highest beings, and this is why you are called Maryada Purshottam. The easiest method to save yourself from the tamoguni human souls, the vibrations and atmosphere of the tamoguni elements, are the godly codes of conduct. Therefore, do not step out of the line of the codes of conduct, even through your thoughts, words, or actions.
मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम, मेहनत से मुक्त, संगम युग की मर्यादाएं ही पुरुषोत्तम बनाती है। इसलिए मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम कहा जाता है। इन तमोगुणी मनुष्य आत्माओं और तमोगुणी प्रकृति के वायुमंडल वाइब्रेशन से बचने का सहज साधन ईश्वरीय मर्यादाएं हैं। इसलिए मर्यादाओं की लकीर से संकल्प, बोल व कर्म से भी बाहर नहीं निकलना। ओम शांति। Om Shanti Avakti Parivar. Thank you Didi. Thank you Sister Judy. So before we fly to Madhuban, tomorrow is Saturday. So I want to go through quickly the schedule. Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Avyakt Murli by Mohini Didi. Translation will be available in English, Nepali, Tamil, Telugu. And tomorrow is Saturday, awake the children class, age 5 to 12, 1:30 to 3 p.m. Awake the youth class, age 13 to 18, 3 to 4 p.m. Evening meditation will start at 6 p.m. followed by Hindi series, English series, homework, awake the journey, chit-chat session. So this will be the schedule for tomorrow. And now let's fly to Madhuban. Welcome to a Vikti journey, Shantivan, where lives become as valuable as diamonds. Welcome, angels.
तो जो भी आए वो मधुबन के ये श्रृंगार।
पहुँचे बाबा का दिल है, हम बच्चों की जान है। हीरे जैसी दादिया, हम मोती सी संतान है। दादिया बाबा का दिल है, हम बच्चों की जान है। हीरे जैसी दादिया, हम मोती सी संतान है।
अगर आपका अच्छा लगा ना, अच्छा लगा कर अपना, तो अभी भी आते रहना। तुमको सुन कम सुन, बहुत अच्छा।
Om Shanti. So wonderful, right? So many huge machines. Amazing. It's Baba's, right? So we are so feeling so happy to see Baba's home and all this expansion of Baba's yagya. Thank you very much. And now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti.